Hi guys, this is Unhelpful. So, as you guys know, I'm a high school teacher. So today, I'm going to be looking at something that's very close to my heart. Today, we're going to be working on analyzing the truth behind the unhelpful high school teacher meme. At the end of this class, you will be able to identify key examples of that meme, explain how those examples show student perception of teachers, and then compare and contrast that with the reality of teachers as shown by me, a teacher. If you can do that, you will have successfully analyzed the truth behind the unhelpful high school teacher meme. Let's get started. For the do now for this class, I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to think about one teacher in your life that you really liked, or one teacher that you really hated. Okay, so again, one teacher that you really liked, one teacher that you really hated. Keep that in mind as we go forward in this video. The first example of the unhelpful high school teacher meme that we're going to look at requires a 3-ring binder, never hole punches anything. Who even uses binders anymore? What? Seriously, I can't remember the last time that I did that, but guys, you gotta understand. The whole idea of teachers requiring something for you, whether it's a binder or a notebook, the idea is that we want to give you the tools to be able to organize yourself so that in the future, when you guys are given handouts or work, you can actually keep it. Because I guarantee you, if there are times when we don't give you that high school binder or whatever, there's a very good chance that things will get lost forever. Number 2, may I ask you a question? You just did. Not even gonna lie, there are teachers like that who are kind of rude sometimes. And again, they might just be having a bad day or whatever, but yeah, there's never really any need to belittle your students. Multiple choice tests. I'm not even gonna get to the end of this meme. I just really dislike multiple choice tests. Like, what is that testing? Your ability to guess? And yes, before you ask that means, I'm saying that the SAT, Regents, state exams, all that, are badly designed tests. They don't test your ability to answer a question. They test your ability to eliminate bad choices, which isn't a real skill. Hates children, becomes teacher. I know a lot of you think that teachers hate children. I guarantee you that is not the case. Some of them go on to hate children after teaching, but for the most part, anyone who goes into teaching does that because they like to teach, because I guarantee you, the money is not something that can make someone stay forever. The old anger at the SCANTRON. Guys, that's what we do. We give SCANTRONs because they're easier to grade. But again, I don't really do multiple choice, so I can't really speak to that. Short answer and essays forever, English teacher life. Okay, so kids were mean to you, you became a teacher so you could be mean to kids. That is a really messed up logic. You know why? Because a lot of people, myself included, like to go into teaching because yes, kids were mean to us, teachers were mean to us when we were in high school. But you know what? We didn't get inspired to do bad things. We got inspired to, okay, let me see if I can help teachers, if I can help students. That's how we operate. It's not the get mean back at people. So I don't agree with that at all. I do not think that I see a lot of teachers that are there actively to hurt children. That's just a messed up and petty way to live life. Wrong font on a paper means 0. I completely agree with that. You know why? Because it's the easiest fix in the world, and guess what? When you get to college, when you get to work, when you do anything, if you can't follow as basic an instruction as that, bosses and professors will absolutely destroy your grade. If anything, we usually just take it back to the revision. So, yeah, I have no sympathy if you hand in the wrong font to me after I tell you 15 times to fix it. Lectures class about wasting time for the whole period. Yeah, the idea is that if we lecture you today, you might not waste time to... No, I agree with you guys. That's teachers who do that are just messed up. Doing PowerPoint presentation and not using a full screen. You know why? Because I have to X out of it every 10 minutes. If I want to show you other resources, do you really want a teacher who just have a PowerPoint presentation where they're not going to YouTube, they're not going to History Channel, they're not trying to bring anything else in? I don't agree with that. So I'm not using full screen because I have to show you other things. So yeah, I'm on the teacher side with that one. assigns a bunch of homework, and says she's tired of marking it. That's probably fair, we do get, but at the end of the day, you're getting homework from 5 teachers? We're getting homework back from 150 students. Give us a break. After today's lesson, I hope you guys at least saw my perspective as a teacher on some of these. And again, I agreed with you on some, but I disagreed with the creators on the others. So now I want you to think back to that teacher that I asked you to consider in the do now, the one you really liked or the one you really disliked. If you really liked them, did you believe this meme about them? Do you think it makes sense? And if you really disliked that teacher, I want you to ask yourself, what are you doing to make sure that no other student ever has to put up with that kind of feeling in the classroom again? Me, on my end, I teach. This is Pakistaani Pepper saying peace out, stay peppery, and don't forget, sometimes life's best lessons are in the stories we hear least. Have an awesome day, guys.